Oh man, internet connection.
Yo, 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 this Southside Shouted checking in, and y'all are tuned in.
If I don't want that going on. Okay. It's not going live, man. What's going on, everybody? How y'all feeling out there, man? On this Wednesday, we trying to get caught up on live. Excuse my voice. I think I'm coming out with a little cold that we will get rid of. So I'm trying to get the connection to work. The live is not trying to cooperate, so I'm just trying to get some things going here. But we got an excited topic today. Hope y'all feeling great on this Wednesday. So it's Jamerson Davis coming from you live all the way from Clayton State University in Atlanta, Georgia. And the topic that we're talking about today is how do you deal, with the issues when you're at your job. I feel like this is necessary to talk about, and I feel like it's very helpful, a very useful tool to help people to get them through their day in the most stressful time of the job, because it's a study that shows that a lot of people are very stressed out when it comes to work, when it comes to being in, hostile environments. So I want to help people and give them some advice that will help them. So the connection is not working with the live. Not really sure what's going on. So we're not going to wait. We're not going to pause. We're going to stay, committed and stay consistent to what we're doing. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I don't want to waste any time. So the first thing first, this can go for anybody in any type of career. It can go for, anybody in a call center. It can go for anybody in sales, management, corporate office, law enforcement. You could be a firefighter. You could be a chef. You could be in any type of working environment day to day. And so I want to help you with a few things to help you to get you through your job when you got them issues. You got job issues, you got life issues, whatever, right? So the first thing is that, before you go to work, the most important thing is that I think that you really, and not thinking that I know that you need to listen to some positive words, some positive positive music, positive tapes, something that can get you in a happy mood, like something that you enjoy doing that, gets you in the spirit to be in a happy mood. Whatever that is that you like to do it. So for an example, I love music. That's why you can hear the music jamming in the back, I love music. Music gets me pumped up. It gets me going to what I, what I need to do for the day. Also, inspirational words. Sometimes, I'm an inspirational speaker, so sometimes I listen to my self-talk, pump myself up, because I totally believe that, once you inspire yourself and you get yourself in a positive mindset, you can start the day off in a positive manner. So I definitely want you to start off with a positive mindset. So definitely want to start off with a positive mindset. So listen to some inspirational music, or some of your favorite music. Don't gotta be inspirational. Some of your favorite jams. Listen to your favorite radio station or anything like that, and do that because it'll get you set up for the day. So the next thing I want you to do is that, the AK, the AK, the attitude killer, right? The attitude killer is going to come when you get to work, because once you get in a positive mindset, it's always something that's trying to get you back down, right? Do anybody agree with me? It's always something that's trying to get you back down as soon as you get pumped up, as soon as you get in your zone. So what you got to do is you can't let the hate get you. You can't let the jealousy get you. You can't let people who are not feeling you get you. You can't let the people who hating on you or jealous of you get to you. So what you got to do is you got to talk to yourself and tell yourself that the day is going to be a good day. I'm not letting nothing, get me down. I don't care if they got me doing something stupid. Whatever it is, you got to tell yourself in your mind that today is going to be a good day, and I'm not letting nothing bother me. I'm not letting nothing get me upset. I'm not letting no customer, I'm not letting my boss manager, people, whatever. You're not gonna let anything get you down. So you can't let the AK get you, right? You gotta have that attitude killer. You gotta have that AK. You gotta have that attitude killer. You gotta kill that. That attitude that you're about to build up that's about to take you away from the positivity that we talked about earlier. So you want to keep the positivity going throughout the day. So you want to, if you're in an office, you want to have like some little music in the background. You want to have some music going. Maybe if your boss don't care, or wherever you work, have maybe the radio station going. Whoever your favorite person to tune in on the radio, have them going to where you can keep this going. The whole goal is that even though you're gonna start out the day positive, it's gonna be something that's gonna try to bring you down. So what I'm trying to get you to see is that if you continue to keep that positivity going, keep the high spirits going, nothing should get you down. Even if you know that right there just ticked you off, you got that stuff going, it can't shut you down. So, I know y'all loving this, and I know you keep it up with this. Excuse me, man. This whatever this is trying to lock me up to be sick, y'all. It's trying to get me down, but we're not going to stop. So y'all excuse me if I kind of pause or don't sound as clear. So bear with me. So anyway, the next thing is that on break time, right? This is so important. On break time, it's so important that you need to change your scenery, right? This is so important. You need to change your scenery. So if you already go on break, out to eat somewhere, okay, this doesn't apply to you, but I still have something for you, right? But if you eat in your break room, I need for you not eating in your break room. Like you were like, where else I'm gonna walk? If your car is not parked locally, where your job is, find something to where you can change the scenery where you're at. Like go into another place. I don't care if you go eat in Starbucks, like change your scenery so you can get out of the environment that you're in, so you can be somewhere to where, your work could be off your mind. That's why it's a break, right? And when it's halftime of a basketball game, even though, they're in there getting ready and pumped up, the point is they're taking a break, right? So you want to take a break away from what you're doing at work to clear your mind, to think about some things, to get yourself pumped back up, right? You don't want your work on your mind while you're on break, and you don't want to be in a hostile environment either. So the best thing to do is go on break. So get out of that environment. So for the people who, look, I already go out to eat. I'm already changing my scenery. The thing about what a lot of people do, what I see, is that when you're on break and you're at a restaurant or whatever it is, you're talking about your job. You're not on break. So don't have a conversation at the table talking about your job because we're on break, right? Let's talk about life, or let's talk about something that's more interesting than that. You don't want to be on break talking about work. That's why you're on break. So to keep your positivity going is that you want to be on break, not talking about your job, and you want to change your scenery. Also, is that what you have to do is when people like your managers or people trying to give you a hard time, right? When people are trying to give you a hard time, what you have to do is you can't allow it to affect you. You cannot allow it to affect you. And the reason why I say that is a lot of things throughout the day when you try to become positive, right what I said before, excuse me again, right? This coldness is trying to get me. But in the beginning when I told you that you pump yourself up, become more positive, you want to be able to get yourself pumped up, and then something is going to try to kill your attitude. Now you come out to lunch, you change your scenery, in the afternoon something's going to try to attack you too. So what you have to do is you cannot allow it to affect you. It's toward the end of the day. You get off in a couple hours, and I need you to keep the positivity going. So what I need you to do when things are trying to, give you a hard time, I don't need you to allow it to affect you. So for an example, if you're at your job and your manager is giving you a hard time, or people at the job are giving you a hard time, you got to check them, right? You got to check them and let them know, like, hey, you don't got to be rude about it. Don't be rude. But you need to check them, because sometimes some people need to realize that they're out of their lane, they're out of bounds, right? And you could do it in a way that's very effective to where you won't come off as rude. So simply, if it's your boss, simply call it, say, look, can we talk in private? Step in private to where it won't seem like you're going off on them in front of the workplace. bring them in private and tell them your concern, but say it in a very professional way, and tell them, what the issue is so you can solve the problem. If it's a customer, hey, tell the customer politely, hey, look, you're being very rude. I'm one of the best people that can very certainly help you with your situation. But, I don't want to be talked to, in this type of way, because I treat everybody with 100% or actually 120% respect. So I just want the same thing on this end. And can I get that so I can be able to help you like I help everybody else? And if you come to somebody like that, they can't do nothing but work with you. So you definitely want to get the monkey off your back, and you want to not let the things affect you. So, also with the customer piece, look, tell the customers, some customers are mad and, they're calling in and they're frustrated about whatever it is. Look, you want them to know that you want them to treat you like they treat other people. So one of the things that you can also do if you're having issues with customers or something like that is that you want to think like the customer. Like, think about like when you have to call in and you got something going on in your house, or you calling in a place and you got something wrong. Think about it if you had to call. So you want to kind of think like them and kind of check yourself too to see is your approach the best way to be given out. So those are the things, the topic for the day. They didn't want to hold you too long. The first thing, like I said before, is that, you want to get yourself pumped up. Listen to positive music. Listen to your favorite stuff in the morning. Also, when you get to work, something's going to try to get you down. Have that attitude killer. Also, break time. Change your environment. If you do change your environment already, make sure you're not talking about work. Also, for all the people who, getting a hard time at work, make sure you check it, but do it in a professional way. And also think about the customers. Peace! We're going to see you next week with another MW midweek inspiration on the radio. And we thank you for tuning in, and we're going to see you again next time. Peace, everybody.